A glove is a garment covering the hand. Gloves usually have separate sheaths or openings for each finger and the thumb. If there is an opening but no covering sheath for each finger, they are called fingerless gloves. Fingerless gloves having one small opening rather than individual openings for each finger are sometimes called gauntlets, though gauntlets are not necessarily fingerless. Gloves which cover the entire hand or fist but do not have separate finger openings or sheaths are called mittens. Mittens are warmer than other styles of gloves made of the same material because fingers maintain their warmth better when they are in contact with each other. Reduced surface area reduces heat loss. A hybrid of glove and mitten contains open-ended sheaths for the four fingers and an additional compartment encapsulating the four fingers. This compartment can be lifted off the fingers and folded back to allow the individual fingers ease of movement and access while the hand remains covered. The usual design is for the mitten cavity to be stitched onto the back of the fingerless glove only, allowing it to be flipped over to transform the garment from a mitten to a glove. These hybrids are called convertible mittens or glittens, a combination of glove and mittens. Gloves protect and comfort hands against cold or heat, damage by friction, abrasion or chemicals, and disease, or in turn to provide a guard for what a bare hand should not touch. Latex, nitrile rubber or vinyl disposable gloves are often worn by healthcare professionals as hygiene and contamination protection measures. Police officers often wear them to work in crime scenes to prevent destroying evidence in the scene. Many criminals wear gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints, which makes the crime investigation more difficult. However, the gloves themselves can leave prints that are just as unique as human fingerprints. After collecting glove prints, law enforcement can then match them to gloves that they have collected as evidence. In many jurisdictions, the act of wearing gloves itself while committing a crime can be prosecuted as an inchoate offense. Fingerless gloves are useful where dexterity is required that gloves would restrict. Cigarette smokers and church organists sometimes use fingerless gloves. Some gloves include a gauntlet that extends partway up the arm. Cycling gloves for road racing or touring are usually fingerless. Guitar players may also use fingerless gloves in circumstances where it is too cold to play with an uncovered hand. Gloves are made of materials including cloth, knitted or felted wool, leather, rubber, latex, neoprene, silk, and metal. Gloves of Kevlar protect the wearer from cuts. Gloves and gauntlets are integral components of pressure suits and spacesuits such as the Apollo Skylab A7L, which went to the moon. Spacesuit gloves combine toughness and environmental protection with a degree of sensitivity and flexibility. Gloves appear to be of great antiquity. According to some translations of Homer's The Odyssey, Laches is described as wearing gloves while walking in his garden so as to avoid the brambles full of silver that he received as a bribe. There are occasional references to the use of gloves among the Romans as well. Pliny the Younger, his uncle's shorthand writer, wore gloves in winter so as not to impede the elder Pliny's work. A gauntlet, which could be a glove made of leather or some kind of metal armor, was a strategic part of a soldier's defense throughout the Middle Ages. But the advent of firearms made hand-to-hand combat rare. As a result, the need for gauntlets disappeared. During the 13th century, gloves began to be worn by ladies as a fashion ornament. They were made of linen and silk, and sometimes reached to the elbow. Such worldly accoutrements were not for holy women, according to the early 13th century Ancrine Visse, written for their guidance. Sumptuary laws were promulgated to restrain this vanity. Against Samite gloves in Bologna, 1294. Against perfumed gloves in Rome, 1560. A Paris corporation or guild of glovers existed from the 13th century. They made them in skin or in fur. By 1440, in England, glovers had become members of the Dubbers or Bookbinders Guild until they formed their own guild during the reign of Elizabeth I. The Glovers' Company was incorporated in 1613. It was not until the 16th century that gloves reached their greatest elaboration. However, when Queen Elizabeth I set the fashion for wearing them richly embroidered and jeweled, and for putting them on and taking them off during audiences, to draw attention to her beautiful hands. The 1592 Ditchley portrait of her features her holding leather gloves in her left hand. In Paris, the Gantiers became Gantiers perfumers. For the scented oils, musk, ambergris and civet, that perfumed leather gloves, but their trade, which was an introduction at the court of Catherine de' Medici, was not specifically recognized until 16.